Welcome everybody to another episode of On My Bull. Once again, it's yours truly, John J. And with me as always is my host, D Snow from the Go.
The boys are back in town. We back, y'all. You know, this the On My Bull boys on our bully. Man,
yes, sir.
Nothing like seeing our team doing their thing, man. We playing decent, man. It's been crazy, but hey, we need something when it's cold and snowy, man. So it's been good to have some good basketball, man. How you been over there, bro?
I'm good, man, and always feeling a lot better when we get to broadcast after a big time win. So,
woo, big win,
definitely big win. Great win, exciting game. And ladies and gentlemen, before we get into this On My Bull-ish, please drop us a like, share, comment, subscribe, and help us out with that algorithm so we, can skyrocket to the top. Be your new favorite place for Bulls content. But yeah, man, I'm gonna jump right into this, man. Big game last night, man.
Yeah.
Portland Trail Blazers came to town. It was Dame time. He did his thing, but Zach and them boys, they held strong, man. And Big Three showed up, man. Talk about that game last night, Snow.
Hey, what is it about Dame Dollar and us? Every time he played against the Bulls, man, he light the scoreboard up every single time, man.
Yeah.
And this was no different. I mean, my man came to play, had 28 in the first half. He had me worried. I'm like, oh, Dame finna go off for 70 against us too. I mean, I was actually worried. The only thing that kept me feeling good is the game was close. And Zach was right there with 21 in the first half. Because Debo had me scared. Debo had 6 in the first half. He started out slow. He wasn't really in the game, but I understood why, because Zach was going off. And that's what we were talking about last episode. These guys play so well together, man. They passed the baton. And that's what we saw. Because what happened? Second half, Debo came out. He started going to work. Zach still ended up with some decent numbers. Ended up with 36 for the night, but Debo ended up with 27, 21 in the second half. And had a great shooting night. So It's just fun to watch those guys play well. And once again, Vucevic showed up again. We've been talking about him all season, man. Another great double-double, over 20 points. I mean, it's nice to see, like we talked about before, if they give us 60-plus points, we're going to win, bro. And that's what they've been doing. Every time we win, those three guys go off. And I think it's a tune we're really starting to see. And everybody shot over 50% out of those three guys, man. So I was excited to see that. Pat went missing again, so that kind of bothers me. But at least I'm starting to see more aggressive from him. In the game, if you're watching in the game, you can't always watch the box score. In the game, Pat's bringing it. He's trying. He's playing defense. He's trying to be better, He got a couple of boom dunks in the last few games, a couple of tip dunks, So I think it's coming, and I think we had a good game all around, especially at the point guard position. Ayo played well. Kobe came off the bench, gave us a decent game, And, we finally had another Drummond sighting. Yeah. He went from DNP to giving us, like, bro, violation, man. I'm tired of this, bro. Like, what are we doing with Drummond, bro? That's violating us, bro. That man need to be playing, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man, Mahmoud. I stole that from him, man. But, man, on the real, bro, that's a violation, bro. Ain't no way they don't supposed to be playing this man. This man come out there in those short minutes and go crazy like that, bro. But like we talked about, man, hey, a good win against a good team. We actually came back and won that game. Dame still had 40. Simons had 27, but we played well enough to win, and we played decent defense down the stretch in key moments.
Yeah, the thing that I like most was the come from behind. We have been struggling in the second half. It was good to see us pick it up and apply some pressure in that second half, put that foot on that throat and not let up. I was cool with Pat. Like you say, you got to watch the game. It doesn't always show up in the box score. 3 for 9. You wish it was a better percentage, but you liked that he took shots. I thought his defense was pretty good. So I wasn't mad at Pat. The big three combined for 86 points. Once again, your big three combined for 86 points. That's usually a win.
86 points. Some teams don't put up 86 points in the night. That's big.
Io shot lights out. At one point, he hit like 2, 3 straight threes. Um, Io put together a real nice performance. Kobe did his usual off the bench, come in and kill when you need him to. And like you said, Drummond last couple nights has been out there. Before this, he had like what 15 and 11 in 15 minutes
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
last game. So,
yeah.
yeah, I like what I'm seeing. We just need consistency out of these guys, man. Play these lineups more, Billy. Dale Terry got out there. He didn't. He only played 4 minutes, but man, he had a nice little play out there. Um, but yeah, it was just fun to see. They didn't give up in the second half. Finally,
Yeah.
big time game. Debo, when he wasn't scoring, he was passing the ball. He ended up with 7 assists and 7 rebounds. So you love to see it. They're playing so much better when they go inside to Vooch.
I mean, combine those guys together has 16 assists. And that's because the ball is moving around. You know, guys aren't playing one-on-one ball. You know, we're seeing some nice rotation out the ball, guys being unselfish, and they're playing well together, man. And we all know this matters when guys are together for some time. And that's what the Bulls finally had. And that's why I'm not the biggest proponent of saying, hey, let's break it up. Because we're actually trying to gel. If we keep breaking it up and starting over, we're just doing what we did back in the 2000s. You're never going to get a good team if you don't have any type of continuity. Seriously, it matters, man. And that's what you're seeing out of our big three. They're starting to play well together. So I think the only way I would touch us is it has to be a plus because I don't think that we're done. I think we can really still play well and have a decent season.
See, I don't think you understand how much this warms my heart to hear come over to my side.
Yeah, you got me. You got me.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It was some sensible arguments being made about the blow up. It was just it didn't make sense to me for this year. Wasn't going to get you.
And I'll be honest, man. What has turned me around a lot is the play of Vucevic. The play of Vucevic as well as the play of Zach LaVine actually earning that contract. Because we've seen a few guys in the recent, get that big money and regress, and he hasn't done that at all. He has been stepping up to the plate and playing ball, giving us numbers that people didn't think he was going to give us. And I gotta take my hats off for that, as well as, the problem I really see right now is just Billy and the decisions he's making. We got to make better decisions on our rotation and getting guys in the game. We still haven't even seen what Dylan Terry could give us, and that's a problem. We need to know what these young guys can give us.
I think it's that I'm with you on that. I'm not the biggest Billy fan. We all know that. But I also think it's the point guard play. We need a real point guard out there. We need a general.
Man, we got Lonzo. We're in the top 4.
There's so many bad ball-making decisions most
I don't care what nobody says, man. With Lonzo, I think we're better than Cleveland. And I also think that we're better than a couple other teams. I think it'll be tough to hit that top 3 when it comes to, Milwaukee, even though we've actually beat Milwaukee a few times this season,
Yeah,
and that's the thing, man. With point guard play, we're a different team, man.
Yeah, but I think the Lonzo argument at this point, we can't really have it. We probably won't have him this season, and if and when we do get him back, who knows what he's gonna be.
Facts.
We need a true point guard, somebody that can be a general out here, slow it down when it needs to be, pick up the pace when it needs to be done. Somebody that just makes good ball handling decisions. We got a lot of guys that can pass the ball. Unselfishness is not a problem on this squad, but we got a lot of guys that make poor decisions with the basketball. And those turnovers are our biggest Achilles heel. And with a true point guard, I think that changes everything.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've seen the difference in how good we played with having solid point guard play compared to, us using the second and the third string, which they've been stepping up and playing well. But if you push them back in their positions and you put a solid guy there, oh, man, we're something to talk about now.
Yeah, I love Io. I love what he's doing. But he's not a starter. He's a spark plug. At least at this point in his career. And that's valuable. that's necessary on a championship team. You need that spark plug off the bench. I love
Facts.
Io's defense, and I love him playing next to Caruso because I'm between Caruso and DeMar DeRozan. Io has learned so much. His basketball IQ is good, and his jump shot is improving. But he is not a starting point guard right now.
Facts. I believe the same. I mean, he's a good player. It's not like he's not playing well for us. I mean, he's had a couple of games where he's shot really well. I mean, I think it's just he's being forced to mature too fast, where you're forcing him out there. I mean, he's a good player, but we got him young and raw, where he needed some work. He needed some coaching. He needed to get the game under his feet a little bit. And, it's been forced on him to mature a little faster. And I don't think it's stunting his growth. I think he's been playing well. But, I mean, I think if we can put somebody in front of those two guys, Caruso should be that defensive stopper, that guy that we need off the bench to give us 25 to 30 minutes. We do need what he does, but he shouldn't have to give us 35 to 40. That's not what he does,
Yeah. And injuries have hampered us too. Can't wait to get Jalen Javonte Green. I was going to say Jalen Green. We ain't never had him.
But, Jalen Green. Bring him on.
Javonte Green. Shout out to Derrick Jones Jr. You don't see a whole lot in the stats. He's not going to give you big numbers, but he's been playing some really good ball in Green's absence. So,
facts.
Definitely appreciate it. And hopefully we can get Caruso back on this stretch we got coming up because it's a tough one. Yeah,
need him. I mean, especially because he's been playing well lately. He's actually starting to find a shot. Defense has always been there, but shots dropping. When that shot is dropping, the crowd is so in love with Caruso. When he plays well, oh my God, the energy in the building is just different. And it's just crazy how that works.
Chicago is a blue collar town.
Yeah, man.
We've always been like that for the hard worker. Kirk Heinrich. The people love Kirk Heinrich.
Hey, that's why Debo is so loved, man. That's why DeMar DeRozan is at the top of the food chain with us right now. It's not because of the money. It's not because of the points. It's because that man brings it. He works. He plays hard every single night. So for people that are halfway watching the Bulls, you're missing out. Because even the games we lose, man, we are out there fighting. It's a great game every time. Man, I think that we're going to turn it around. We still got room on the bandwagon for y'all to jump back on.
Yeah, Chicago is a blue-collar town, and they get it out the mud. And we like anybody else that get it out the mud and got that same grind hard personality to themselves. So, yeah, definitely a Chicago type of guy. So while we talking about Debo, congratulations to him, Debo got his 6th All-Star selection. Talk about that. Debo, the All-Star in the year he's putting together.
Hey, we called this. We said he should be an All-Star, even though our record isn't where it should be. Not only is he the heart and soul of Chicago, but he's having a great season, playing well. I mean, and he is not only one of the most hardest working NBA players out there. I mean, he's loved by the players and the coaches and the fans. I mean, Debo is that guy. I mean, he's earned that. Some guys just kind of get it handed to him, JJJ. But, Debo got it out the mud, man. He bring it every time. And I love Debo. I've always been a Debo fan, even way back, in the early days of him being with Toronto. I saw that he's always been that type of player, that's going to bring it every night. And it's every time he get a little dunk, it's funny because I remember he used to dunk on people. But now it's just a little poke. He get it down quick.
Oh, man, dunk.
But, yeah, man, Debo, man, shout out to Debo. His second as a Bull. Hey, it is deserving. And I'm excited to see, what he's going to bring to the game because he's not that high fly. He's actually shooting threes a little bit more. I want to see what it's going to look like out there with those other young guys doing that thing. I want to see what he got.
Yeah, Debo putting together a nice little season, 26 points a game, about 5 points, 5 rebounds. Mr. Consistency in his 33rd year.
I like that.
Of age, not in the NBA. But, I like the year that Debo is having. He eclipsed 20,000 points this year. So definitely deserving of the accolades. Somebody who in the twilight of his career, when he's supposed to go downhill, is going uphill. So shout out to Debo, who's breaking the narrative of how things are supposed to go at that age.
Yeah,
Not
for
only that,
sure.
not only that, but like you said, the Bulls have been playing some good ball of late. We moved back into the number 9 spot. Um, and it's tight. It's tumbled up in that Eastern Conference. We are only a game out of 8.
Ooh.
Three games out of 6. I mean, it's you bring in a point guard at the deadline, you could realistically move
Kyrie
on a
Irving.
run. You can
Kyrie Irving.
realistically go on a run.
Kyrie Irving, bring him in.
Yeah.
Mr. Head Cakes. Let's
Yeah.
see what he look like in Chicago in the black and red. I think hey, that'd be box office right there.
So while we there on Kyrie, let's talk about it. The deadline is coming up on Thursday. The Bulls gonna play on Thursday on TNT on that deadline day. Who's gonna be on their squad? Will they make some moves? Will they bring in Kyrie Irving? And in case you've been hiding under a rock and haven't heard the latest, is the man came out and requested a trade. And I know it's some Chicago people. Again, we blue collar guys, and we don't necessarily like the ones that come out and run their mouth and feel entitled. But how do you feel about Kyrie Irving? Do you, as a Bulls fan, want to see the Bulls bring him in? I do.
Hey, bring him in. I think he would fit well with what we got. I think him and Debo already have a relationship. I think it would be great for the city of Chicago to actually have a championship-ready team. It'll be the first time that we actually have a team that can actually make some real noise in years. And I think it would really blow the top off the United Center. Seriously.
Put a couple Kobe's kids together. I'm with it. Let's get it.
You trying to make me buy season tickets?
I don't know how you play that deal off. Does Brooklyn take Lonzo his contract?
And I'm saying this right now. If they could find a way to bring Kyrie in, we getting tickets and going to a game together. We got to. Because that's something we got to be able to do in Chicago. It's one thing see it on the road. We got to be in the United Center for that. On the rear. We got to be rocking. I need to be right next to Benny the Bull. I need him to spill some popcorn on me. I need the whole experience. I need the Chinese lady to throw the bowls with the Asian lady. I got a mail. I love the lady to do the bowls. Anybody in Chicago know everything I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? See Jesse White tumblers, do they flipping? Hey, we got a whole show, man.
She dropped one of them bowls.
What? She dropped the ball?
Yeah.
I've never seen her drop a ball.
I seen her drop one. Oh, the rabbit, the year of the rabbit night. I think she dropped one.
She dropped the ball. That's got to be a record. She got to
like number 5 or 6 or something like that. When she did the little kick flip to her head.
Oh, man.
She dropped one.
That's messed up.
Benny tossed it back to her and she got it right on the duo.
Yeah, I see Benny is her assistant now. I thought that was pretty cool how they added him to the show. Yeah. That's why his paycheck got a little long. He got extra duties. Yeah. Hey, shout out to Benny the Bull, man. The highest paid mascot I know out here. Get that paper, bro. Don't care if they hating on you, man. Get that money, man.
He the most famous mascot in the league, man. Ain't no bigger mascot in NBA than Benny the Bull.
And to the dude who used to be Benny, you was a dummy. He was a dummy out here serving.
They wasn't getting that money back
then. He was doing some extra stuff to get money, but
he wasn't getting that money. He was under costume.
Somewhere he crying when he saw what the new Benny making. He was like, "What? Hey, new Benny, watch your back."
If you out here serving, I mean. Wearing a Benny the Bull mask is the perfect way to hide yourself. It is. Nice cover.
I never knew who was under there until you got trouble.
Nice little cover right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. And I thought the Gorilla was the highest paid out there. I didn't know Benny was. That's pretty cool. Because the Gorilla go crazy in Phoenix. That dude.
Yeah, I don't know who the highest paid is, honestly, but I know that Benny the Bull is the most famous. I mean, even
I can see most famous because the Bulls was rock stars, so that changes things, you know.
Yeah, around the world, anytime you see a collection of NBA mascots together, Benny is the one they talk about. They talk about Benny on ESPN.
Benny in Paris, took his show on the road, baby.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to him. But this trade deadline, man, I think we're gonna see a different team. When they come together on that deadline day.
Me too.
I'm hoping for a Kyrie trade. I'm here for that. But just I need to see a point guard. Fred Van Vliet, I've missing his name a few times in the last few weeks. I'd be very happy with a move like that as well. A point guard and some interior defense. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it. And if, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all see the Bulls bring in a nice starting point guard and an interior defender, hit me up in these comments. Hit me up on social media, because y'all know I'm gonna be hyped. Y'all think about me if they do that.
I think Mo Bamba looking for a new company. I think he's looking for a new team to work with. That we have to eat that suspension. But at this point, I think he just made himself available. If he wasn't, I mean, still D Rose is out there. I mean, it's some names out there, man, that I think can add to us if we can't get the big name. And I really hope that we go out there and make something happen and don't hurt what we have, because Kobe has been a lot more consistent than he usually is, and Pat has been too. So guess what that means? They're developing. So please, let's not we have got rid of so many guys when they were developing, and then they go somewhere and shine. And I don't want to see that happen again. We've taken the ups and downs. Let's stick it out a little while longer. At least to the end of the season before we make a move. Would
you bring in Kyle Lowry in his contract?
No, Kyle Lowry is not that good of a player. He's one of those guys that used to be a good player. He has declined in play. I watch a lot of basketball, and I watch like his shot is not the same. He's gained some weight. And I mean, the thing about it is, like, you could tell that's why he's not getting a lot of run in Miami, because they are sticklers when it comes to weight and this and that. He's not playing a lot out there.
I was surprised when he went there.
Because that's not for everybody. And I don't think he's going to be there long. But I don't think he would fit with us because he doesn't bring the same. He's always been an undersized guard. So we don't need another small guard. We got enough of that. If we're going to bring in somebody, if you're going to be small, you got to be able to bring something else to the table.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you. There's certain parts of Kyle Lowry's game that I like. I like the leadership. I like that he's won a ring. But, yeah, I don't necessarily think he fits. But I think he's on the market, and I do worry because our GM came from Toronto. He was there with Lowry and DeRozan, so he knows about that relationship, and he might want to put them back together. So I don't know. I hope not. Yeah. He's got a big-ass contract, and I don't really want anything to do with it. Although it's not that long, though. You can get out of it, I think, next year.
Can we get out of Billy's contract?
I
just feel like we might need another voice to get us to the next level. I mean, just being honest, nothing against him. And we've heard that from players in the league. I mean, that's scary.
I'm with you on that one. Give me Emi Udoka. I don't care about that scandal. I take him in a heartbeat. Let's pull that off. But yeah, just give me a point guard. Give me some interior defense. Whatever form that is. I would love Kyrie, but that's the pipe dream. If you do, though, you become a big problem in the Eastern Conference, though. That's a C team if you could pull that off.
They talking about us on ESPN again. We are back at we'll be in those power rankings. You add that kid, and I think the right city would fit for him as well. A place like Chicago, where they would treat him like a king, like they would have treated Kobe, or like they would have treated Michael. I think he would get that type of treatment in Chicago. Seriously, man.
You come to Chicago, you get you another shoe deal.
Yeah. Oh, shoe deal, all that. Shoe deal, all that.
Sure about that.
Hey, and he gonna have people that's gonna hold his back about whatever that's the thing, man. I think he has a sour taste in his mouth. Hey, I would love Bulls. Listen to the On My Bulls guys. We just trying to give y'all a little advice, because we want to win too. Yeah. We want to be back out there shaking and rattling like we used to. It's time for the Bulls to get back to the top. It's real shaky in the league right now. And I think if we can make the right move, man, we can position ourselves for years to come.
Yeah, no doubt. So Acme, I know y'all on them phones. Find a way to pull that off. Again, hit us in the comments. What do you want to see the Bulls do? And
Bulls fans, like, share, subscribe. Like us, man. We love y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sirski. Before we get out of here, I want a quick little look ahead to next week. Bulls got a tough week ahead. We finish out this homestand tomorrow night, on Monday, against the Spurs. And then we go on the road for 3 straight killers, man.
Mm.
Tuesday, we traveling to Memphis to take on Ja and the Grizzlies. And Thursday, trade deadline day on TNT against those Brooklyn Nets. Who's going to be the leader of that team? Will Kyrie be in that game just in a different uniform? I hope so. We'll see. And then Saturday, man, a team that we should have beat twice, but they keep getting those dubs against us, and we owe them a few. We travel to Cleveland, go against Spider and them boys, man. So it's a tough week this week coming up, man. But hey, big competition. These the games that the Bulls they step it up for.
Yes, sir.
So hey, I'm not that scared. These are winnable games, especially with the way they play it. Maybe we can get a little, dare I say, win streak heading into the All-Star break.
We've been begging for it, man. We've been begging for it. Of course, right now with what's going on with the Grizzlies, I think they've lost 7 out of the last 8. And it's the best time to catch them. Dylan Brooks will be out for that game, so we don't have to deal with him and his drama.
Will he be out for that game? Because he only got 1 game suspension.
They've already had a game? I don't know if they had a game before us. But that is Tuesday.
But that's Tuesday.
That is Tuesday. So yeah,
they might come back.
So we might get a chance to get Dylan some act right too. So hopefully he decides to jump up and get beat down, even though we will be in Memphis. I think he's going to chill out though, because that was a little bit too much. And the one thing about that kind of drama, you don't want to end up being that way, because we saw what happens once they got their eye on you. They will start calling texts out the blue, start tossing you. You don't want that. We've seen it happen to multiple players where all of a sudden, every time they even look the wrong way, text. So, and I think that's the treatment that's next for him.
He's getting real close.
They got the eye on him now because he's doing too much. So I think that is, and like you said, he's the type of guy, they need that from him. So I think this is the best time to catch them while they're still trying to figure things out. Look, they're 32-18, but they're in a little turmoil right now, But that next game I think is going to be an easy one. I think we're going to walk them. I think that's what we do. That Cleveland game is the only one I'm worried about, because I think Donovan Mitchell was upset after what just happened and getting tossed. I think he's going to be on a tear, because he's already been having a good season. So I think that's going to be a game where we're going to have to show him that we're not giving him another 60. Period. We have to come out, do something different. We can't play him the same way we played him last time and expect to do something different,
How great would it be if that game is Garland and Mitchell versus Zach and Kyrie?
You keep bringing that up, but what if it's DeMar and Kyrie again?
You think Zach could be the one on the odd man out?
Hey,
no way Brooklyn says no to that one.
The thing about it is, man, and Bulls fans, let us know what y'all think, because I really think Chicago. Zach. I think Chicago as a team and as a city, I think DeMar has the most love right now. Seriously, I know he's a little older. I think he can still give us another 2-3 years with the right player. I don't think he hasn't showed us a downgrade, period. Every night he's still that same guy. He doesn't get injured. I think if you bring in a young Kyrie to go with that and the way Vooch has been playing, oh my goodness, man, we could be something serious.
Yeah, I understand that. An argument can be made for that. Maybe you can convince me to like it. But as of right now,
sign and trade swap. Get Kyrie is 4 years. I think, what does Zach sign for? How many years?
As of right now,
oh man, there it is. Boom.
I'm not a fan of it. I would give up either one of DeMar or Vooch before I give up Zach.
But that's the money and the years right there.
I mean, they both are. Well, the years, Zach is already in year 1 of it, so it's not saying Kyrie will be an additional.
It's close though, but it's close.
4 years will start next year for him. But yeah, the money would match up. You can do it 1 for 1, but I would rather build around Zach and Kyrie, both younger.
Zach is playing well, man. That's why I'm just throwing out scenarios. I'm not saying I want to see Zach go, because Zach has been playing well, man. He hasn't shown me a reason why I would want to let him go.
Yeah, I love Debo, but I get a little fed up with the hero ball sometimes. Sometimes fourth quarter comes around and we're so used to him being the king of the fourth, he forces it sometimes too much.
He does.
And those turnovers, like that Clippers game, was bad. But
yeah, that was a tough game. Yeah, being down 19 to lose being up 19 to lose like that.
I mean, the ideal, if you can find a way to get them while keeping your big three, that would just be stupid.
I do, and I love our little pieces, but if we could make that work, that would be sweet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here. You know, I've been preaching, hold on to Kobe and Pat for the last couple of years, but if I can pull off Alonzo, Kobe, Pat,
that's like pulling up to your favorite. That's like pulling up to your favorite restaurant to go eat what you usually eat, but they got something different on them. You're like, wait, where y'all get these?
Like, wait a minute. When y'all start selling lobsters and steaks and all of this.
Yeah, let's go with the lobster.
I came for a burger, but I think I want this steak.
And that looks good.
Yeah. So yeah, let us know in the comments. Y'all think they're gonna pull it off? Will this roster look the same next time we come before you? Or will we be all smiles like, oh, they did it?
Check us out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
So tune in next week. See how happy or upset we are.
Hey, no matter what, I think we're gonna be happy because the Bulls are really showing us something different, man, and that's what we're excited to see. I mean, we're in the ninth spot right now. We're on a 2-game winning streak. Like you said, we played well against the good teams. We're on our way there. I mean, and at the end of the day, I mean, we are, let's see, 3, 4. We are out of the 5th spot with 6 games right now, you know, and out of the 6th spot, we are 3 games. So we're right there. One good streak, bro, and this could all flip-flop to where, because I think nobody wants to see the Celtics or the Bucks or the 76ers in the first round. So you want to find your way into that, you know, I would rather see, you know, because the Nets getting ready to blow it up. So we both know, and that's the thing. If the Nets do blow this up, they're going to drop, and that spot's going to go to somebody else, you know. So, you know, it's going to be very intriguing over the next couple of days, you know, to a week to see what's going to happen around the league. And hopefully we are, they said we're bitter. So I want to see us make some noise, man. Let's see what we bought these new guys in. Show us something, man. Hey, we hungry. Hey, the city is hungry for another team and a title, man. We are starving.
Yeah.
We want it. I'm telling you.
I'm going to be honest with you, though. I'd rather see the Celtics than the Bucks or the Sixers. We got a problem with those size. We play the Celtics very, very well. I said it last year. I said it last year. People said I was crazy, and I understand them for saying that because how bad we were in the second half. But Celtics are a smaller team. We play them. It's all about matchups, and the Bulls play the Celtics different.
And to me, the Celtics depend on the 3 too much. They depend on the 3 a lot. To me, Tatum should be doing a lot more down low, but he loves that jump shot, and he lives and dies by it. And that's right up our alley, you know. So I mean, I believe, and we both know matchups matter, you know. And it's just like how we love to talk about boxing. You could be the best fighter, man, and you'll run into that one guy that for some reason, man, you just can't.
Your weaknesses,
man. It's just weird, and that's how this goes with basketball, you know. And I really believe that it kind of reminds me too when it comes to that older ball player looking at the younger ball player. Like, I just know, even though you might be a little better than me skill wise, I'm better than you. You know what I'm saying? And I think without you know, with all the injuries they're dealing with, you know, from that, you know, defensive player to your point guard, they're not the same team without him. And they haven't dropped in the rankings. They're still playing well, but we're talking about playoffs. When the playoffs start, everything goes out the window. You know, we all know that.
Matchup. It's all about the matchup, Steve.
Yeah.
And
because that Nets team at this point, because if they trade Kyrie, I really seriously, I think something's not right with KD. That's the only thing I can really go. It's something's not right. Something's going on there. So slide that man on to the Shy, and we will go ahead and pay you on Wednesday.
Nah, for real. I'm here for that. I hope to get some good news.
Yes, sir.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you've heard, please drop a like, share, subscribe, comment, and for more hoops action, some commentary, man, check us out at the On My Hoops podcast. We get into the entire NBA in that one. So a lot going on that show.
Yes, sir. We give a little LeBron. That man finna break the record soon, man. It's a big moment.
No doubt. But ladies and gentlemen, from us here at the On My Bull podcast, we love you. And we out.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All it takes is a little like to give a little love. Peace out, Chicago. Stay warm.